tournament this size.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at a tournament this size, it's not as hard to get out of pools.
Right, because they're cross-game players, right? Especially players that are coming from another game and they start playing Melee. Maybe they don't know how to play. They played it casually, but there's so many people who played this game competitively by now, 12 years in, that I'd say at least 500 of them know what they're doing. There's maybe good. 200 that don't, but 500 is a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot of people that are just like, hey man, this is a game, it's at EVO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enter this.
So there is that too. And that's one interesting experience of being part of like FGC Smash community collabs. We're all part of the same community, but when it all gets mixed up with all the games, because we're not used to that. When it's just Smash only, it's like the concentration of talent is so absurd, right?
Yeah.
When it's like the locals with like maybe 30, 40 people, and they're all like top level players,
Yeah, they usually only play Smash.
Yeah. So.
Txzero versus.
No, this is a Txzero, not Txzero. Very, very misleading. He does play Sheik as well. Versus Stagen D, who's a Marth. This matchup is notoriously in Sheik's favor, but I think Marth has a lot of tools in this matchup.
Yeah.
And I think New Age Marths are gaining confidence in this matchup. There's a lot of new technology.
I was gonna say his metagame has been evolving recently, and it's the worse for wear for Sheik.
Yeah. Sheik is definitely getting the worst end of the stick. Like, you see that in matchups all the time, Like we were talking about how Fox and Falco has tilted back and forth, where Falco had a strong advantage just 2 years ago. Now it's tilted back to the Fox angle, I think.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's kind of even-ish, like slight Fox right now, I would say.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the past few years, Falcon has made some major strides.
Yeah, Falcon also. Like Falcon versus Sheik has changed a bit too, except against Mewtwo. Except against Mewtwo is the one exception. Against Mewtwo is still just as rough. Yeah. But that might be a player thing. Mewtwo is pretty good.
I mean, I was reading some posts on Smashboards by Mages, and he was talking about how Sheik has such a frame advantage over Falcon when she does the down throw, that Falcon should not ever be able to get out of her tech chase until he's dead.
But also, Falcon has such a frame advantage on all his throws on Sheik. Yeah. So they just destroy each other.
They're both very good with the throws.
And these characters, if played, like, even though the punish is much more difficult to execute on Marth's end, because Sheik's down throw combos are kind of auto, once you get good enough, you can touch a death of Marth really easily. In fact, this might be one of the most fragile top-tier matchups you'll see. Even Spacey Dittos don't get as fragile as Marth versus a Sheik, versus a good Sheik.
Yeah.
But Marth, if he throws Sheik up, can do some damage.
Yeah, he gets her up there, he can rack on a very nice percentage, and then he's got his forward smash, which will kill just about any approach that Sheik tries to make.
Of course. And he, of course, outranges her still. Not by much. Sheik's legs are huge.
Yeah,
look at that back air. Look at that back air. That's not fair.
That's one of my personal favorites. That's the favorite of a lot of Sheiks when they want to go, all right, we're going to turn this into spacing more. I'm going to reverse needle back air all day long.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. And that thing is huge. It has, like, no lag. You can auto-cancel it. It's amazing. You can wave land with it. Marth's missing some edge guards, but he's still got the lead. The Sheik's struggling with the punishes.
Gets that reverse forward air.
Yeah. And so Sheik versus Marth, the down throw combos by Sheik are the main way Sheik gets combos, and Marth is mostly through grabs or through other means of just popping Sheik up. And exploiting Sheik's, we were talking about top tier weaknesses before, how Falco gets like, he has hard reversal options. What Sheik struggles with is that she has a very difficult time getting down. Now, most characters in Melee have a difficult time getting down because Melee's positional advantage doesn't just extend left-right, it extends up-down. But Sheik goes even farther than that. I mean, Sheik going down is extremely difficult because her down air has a really long startup.
And it doesn't have that great of a hitbox. It can be beat by almost any up air.
Yeah. So Sheik has trouble with that. So she has to try to kind of get to the side of someone who's defending under her, and try to get a needle, maybe a forward air, maybe a back air. But if the person just goes under her and throws hitboxes out, Sheik will have a tough time. Anyways, we got a really close match. This is a losers bracket match again.
It's quite close.
This is since J-Man lost to Leffen, this is for the right. I don't think quite yet, but for the right to fight J-Man. All right, nice forward smash. Should be an easy edge guard. Ooh, but he mistimes it, or misjudges the distance of the up B. Throwing out.
Since he's only at no, he's over 100% now, but when you're under 100%, you know, as most of the stream probably knows, you can just like hop pretty much right back onto the stage by pressing left or right on your control stick. And if you force Sheik onto the stage and then do that, you have plenty of time to punish her from wherever she goes.
Right. The thing with over 100% is that it changes the timing. So you actually have to have two timings in mind. So you got, when you're over 100, you have to do the roll earlier if you want to punish Sheik, versus if you're under 100, you have to do it just like a regular pace. So the first match was odd that they structured Dreamland. Dreamland is by far Marth's worst stage in the matchup, like not even close. I know Spacey mains complained about FD a lot, but Dreamland's pretty freaking bad for Marth, especially in certain matchups like Sheik. It takes him a long time to kill, like 280 we're talking, like 280%. Huge tipper. This should be a kill. Roll on, there you go. Okay.
Right, no platforms to escape to.
And FD is Marth's best stage against Sheik. He gets to throw her up, she has no platforms to even help her. He doesn't get the opportunity to trap her on platforms, but he doesn't really need it. He just stays under her and keeps popping her up.
Yeah, I mean, if I were playing this matchup, I definitely wouldn't be going in as much as Txzero is right now.
And he gets to, escape from the needle, the platform needle game, like the back air camping and all that. You don't have to deal with that on FD. It's just raw D tilt versus like F tilt and zoning tools. Ooh, monster tipper!
All those forward airs.
And Txzero takes a big sigh. He didn't like that at all. That was a huge tipper. Tipper fair.
Now you're trying to drop in with those nairs. Nairs are kind of like a sneaky tool for Sheik. Like, nobody really expects her to use them that much.
Right, especially as an approach or something like that.
Yeah.
You see a lot against Falco. Against Marth, it's a little bit worse. But Nair has such a good hitbox. Frame 3. So it comes out super fast. One of the only frame 3 moves. It's like Peach's Nair.
Yeah.
And has a huge hitbox. Sheik has some of the best activation frames in the game. Everything is like frame 4, 3, 5. It's like ridiculous.
Very, very fast character.
Yeah. Plus, she has a fast dash. I mean, what more do you want? Her weaknesses, of course, and you see this in this matchup also. Another weakness, other than her inability to get down, is that even though as good as her hitboxes are, she doesn't have the approaches that other top tiers have. Even some mid tiers have. So, like, she has dash attack, but against someone who knows how to dash dance, getting a raw dash attack is really difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get that in.
Yeah. So, she doesn't have much other than that. You can grab, you can dash attack, but the tilts aren't going to get you the approach, right? And the smash attack, like forward smash, what are you going to do? There's not much in the repertoire. Now, there's a lot of tricks that Sheiks go for, and but mostly she's a defensive wall. She tries to force people towards her with needles and aerial zoning in different sorts of ways.
Needles is one of my favorites. You go ahead and just force somebody to approach you, especially if they're a Marth. If you're on a big stage, like just B, just match it over and over.
And she's a fortress. She forces you to go towards her. But if you have your dash dance good enough, no B's gonna, bother you. All right, tight one right here. Fair by the Sheik. The Sheik has been clutching it out over the Marth. Txzero takes a close one, despite an early deficit. She can turn it around real quick because guaranteed down throw to kill move. This pool's still going. J-Man's again waiting in losers finals. Yeah, I think Do Young is playing Too Bad So Sad, and then the winner of that is going to play Txzero, and then that goes on to play J-Man. Exciting stuff. Do Young versus J-Man, especially. I think that if that happens, I think those are the favorites. That'll be an exciting set to watch.
What's your tag? Right, Sullivan. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Sullivan's still in. So it's Txzero versus Sullivan. Yeah, that was him. He has the We Live In shirt.
Since 2001.
Yeah, smashing since 2001 with the disc on it.
Yeah, I just went on Smashboards and I bought the Fox